watching you. Your sack last week. Like after you had a shot at the guy, you get him. Do you go over the line to him and tell him, hey, hey, thanks for it?
I told him appreciate you. Yeah, I guess he didn't want it as bad as that interception, so I'll go out there and clean it up for him.
What is that like?
What's better, a sack or interception?
For me, sack. I mean, that's what I do. I get paid to rush the passer, so I love getting the sack over an interception.
But as a pass rusher, when you get close, because I was talking to JT about this and lots of other players, like you get that close, you don't get it, another guy gets it. What's the level of like? You're glad your team had success. There's that personal perfectionist in you, like can lie out.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a sick gut feeling for sure, but there's you got to look at it from another perspective, right? Like at least I'm back there. You know what I'm saying? I just got to finish. So what do I have to do to finish? How could I gather my feet or whatever it is better when I'm back there? So you look at it's a kind of a double-edged sword, but I mean when I'm back there rushing and first play of the game, beat my guy quick. You got a hit on Gino, but you got the ball out, on that little wheel route. So, it's just like, I just got to keep rushing. If I'm back there, when I do have those one opportunities, I know I'm going to have an opportunity down the road. So I just got to keep rushing as a rusher.
Zaire pointed out that you and Grove have had a number of places here where you've had like a toss to the opposite side, and you and Grove have both kind of gone and ran it down.
Yeah.
There's been like hash to the numbers. As a leader on this team, why is that important for you to do that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just the defense, especially defensively, feed off of energy, and when you got your two inside guys running on the sideline, I mean, that shows the back end like, man, I should be running to the ball. You know what I mean? If the two biggest guys on the field on the defense can do it, I mean, I should be doing it. So it's infectious. We always preach, 11 as one and getting hats on the ball carrier. And I mean, for Grove and I mean, it's been great having Grove, another guy that plays with extreme effort. I feel like we've been doing that our entire career. So it's just one of those things where not going to give up on a play. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm playing whistle to whistle.
For Grove this year, he's literally at a hand in like 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's at a hand in a number of sacks or TFLs too. Like that's just kind of the ultimate Grove thing, though, right? If he maybe doesn't get the credit, but like you all see.
Oh no, yeah, he's doing all the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? And all the guys, when after those plays, whatever it is, even on Monday after watching film, if you didn't even know if it was Grove, that Grove's getting his credit. You know what I'm saying? If he's not getting the high praises outside the building, he's definitely getting the praises in the building.
Are there matchups where, we talk about kind of group sacks and the teamwork of it all? Kyler Murray obviously moves around really well. Is that one where the strategy almost has to be where your sacks are a team effort?
Oh, definitely. You got to continue to rush. Even if you're on a block for however long, whatever you finally get off, you got to continue to rush because he loves to extend plays. That's been his entire career, getting outside the pocket and extending plays, and it's not fair to the back end. Having to cover for so long. So, as a rush group, we got to do a really good job with our rush lanes and keeping our eyes on the quarterback when we're rushing, covering each other and continuing to just rush all the way through the down.
But with the start 4-1, which is unusual here, you had the great start in 19.
Yep.
You guys were.
We got 9-0.
Yeah. How do you kind of keep saying, hey, we've done some good things, but we really, we still got more to do. How do you not get full of yourself?
No, just I mean, like I said before, I mean, like the loss against LA. I mean, that ball game came down to details. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of things execution-wise where we were paying attention to the details. I mean, second to last drive of the game, we're playing pretty solid in the second half defensively, and we give up that, we got 10 guys on the field. Just the little things, just keying in when you're watching film. I mean, you do stuff well, but how can you get better? You know what I mean? It's just all the little details that you got to continue to fine-tune each and every week so we can continue to strive to where we want to be.
Zaire mentioned yesterday, you and him have a long-standing argument about the value of pressures versus sacks.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's your stance on that?
No, you have a lot of great rushers that, they get some sacks, but they have a lot more pressures than hits, and those pressures and hits are just as valuable as sacks when you're consistently putting the quarterback under duress. You know what I mean? It forces errant throws. It causes interceptions, whatever it is. I mean, you see it day in and day out in the NFL. guys getting chased all day, and you know, guys might not come up with a sack, but he's, you know, trying to force a throw down the field, and you know, come up with an interception. So yeah, we've had that long-standing argument for a couple of years now.
In your times playing Kyler, what sort of things do you have to keep in mind with him back there?
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, he's a dual-threat quarterback. You know what I mean? He's a competitor, and he's gonna get outside the pocket, use his legs when he has to. Yeah, so like I said, as rushers, we gotta, you know, continue to keep our eyes on the quarterback. You know, if we're running games or whatever, you know, we gotta take it up to the level of the quarterback and things like that, and just be disciplined.
Do you have to pay attention to the injury report at all with him not practicing yesterday?
I mean, yeah, I already didn't practice yesterday, but I mean, you know, we're just gonna keep preparing like he's you know, gonna play, and you know, you don't know until he's ruled out, so you know, just gotta continue to practice.